Hi everyone. How you doing, people? Hope you're all well tonight. Making sure the camera's clear. So, hope everyone's doing well. Alright, let's just do this. How you doing, everybody? Difference between snowballs. Oh goodness. Hang on a second. Just putting this out. Hello, Stu Patty. Hello, Mum. Hello, Prime. Hit that like button, everybody. Bear with me a second, everyone. Hi, Paragon John. How you doing? Hope you're well. So, I've just put a poll out. Alright. Hit that like button, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you've all had a good day today. So I put one out. It says, would you rather have £1 million now or £100,000 for the rest of your life? £100,000 per year, I mean. Remember today to rein in the subjects and keep to a theme before jumping around all around the box. I mean, if I want to like jump around and kind of, I mean, just sometimes I like to kind of be spontaneous with it, and you know, if I had to stick to a topic all the time, it'd get boring. Sometimes I like to kind of jump around a bit. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to do it how is right for me, really, and just have it free flowing and not be restricted to a specific topic or something. But I don't know. That's just how I go with it, really. Anyway, how are we doing, everybody? Hope you've all had a good day today. Yeah, I'm in the UK, yeah. Where are you from? Welcome in here. So I had to charge up my battery before coming back on, so yeah. Hello, Dionysus and the Wild Coral Hymn. No, I'm okay. Yeah, oh, you're just kidding. Okay, then. Yeah, thank you for the like, whoever that is. Got 15 in here. Welcome in, everybody. 2 likes now, thank you. R86761, hello. What are you saying? Something you said that you'd moved on and got confused and didn't connect back. What are you saying? I mean, I don't know. I can just be chaotic sometimes. Hello, Kunal Rawat. Nah. Hello, Syed. Hi, Rocket Man. Hello, Grundo. What's the weather like? Bit cold at the moment. Here in the UK, it's winter and gets a bit cold, but yeah. Shite, yeah, where are you all from, everybody? Yeah. Like the live, everybody. Got 13 here, 2 likes. Double tap your screens. What's your name, everybody, anyway? Grondo. What shall I call you? Wales. Oh, yeah. I'm in York. York, England. If anyone's new here, welcome to my channel. So, yeah. Hello, Tlu2509. Thank you. Hello, My Sports Roundup. How you doing? Tell us about the time. Who's that? I don't know who that is. Hello, Terry Catherine. How you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome in here. Yeah, sometimes I like to bounce around, like, you know, if I get a bit sick of talking about something, then I'll bounce around, talk about something else, but yeah, that's what I do sometimes. Hello, Ezra Clark. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Nice to meet you all. Hello, Not Zany. How you doing? Welcome to my live. How you doing tonight, everybody? Welcome in. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'm live every day, so. Terry says, well, thanks. I was born in Eccles, Lancs, but now in Australia. Well, Eccles is in Greater Manchester now, isn't it? But yeah, was it Lancashire back then when you were there? I was trying to send you a super sticker, but because they've cancelled my code, I'll have to set up a new one. Oh no. Did you see I sent you my address so you can just like send that tablet to me, so hopefully that will work for like streaming or something. But yeah. Yeah, Lancashire. Yeah, well, I used to live in Blackburn. Where am I from? I live in York, but I'm originally from Blackburn. Hello, Austin. How you doing? I don't support football or sports generally. Hit that like button, everybody. I'm more into my own personal fitness stuff. I do workouts and things like that, but I'm not into watching sports personally. It's not something that I have any interest in. Hello, Essex Phobia Exposed. Welcome in. How you doing tonight? Terry says, I still get homesick. How come? Yeah, I know I can be a bit like, feeling like sometimes, you know, I might feel a bit out of place. I get that. Hello, Gringo. Not out of place, but like just, like I'm not home kind of thing, you know what I mean? Hello, Celia, because I was living in Blackburn for most of my life, so still a bit kind of, yeah, sometimes I still miss it a bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm AI, yes, I am AI. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Welcome in. If anyone's new here, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, but yeah. I mean, I appreciate if people, you know, have certain suggestions and stuff. It's just, I do things how I want to do them. That's just how I do it. Hello, straight. Okay. What is going on with these channels? I always seem to get some silly names and stuff. Anyway, but it is what it is, really. But yeah, so is everyone okay? Hope everyone's had a good day today. Share this out if you can. So I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight, but I'm just kind of, I usually just kind of just go with the flow, really. Hello, Ethan Rudy. Okay. Here we go again. Yeah, is everyone alright? There's not a lot of chatting going on, so yeah. Usually when I start talking like religion and stuff, that gets a lot of the religious people in, doesn't it? Like I start talking about God and why do people believe in God and stuff like that. I'm good, a bit tired. How come? You've been busy today. Yeah. How's the weather where you are, David? not too bad. Just messing with you. Okay. Yeah. Not too bad, thank you. I keep getting these random messages, it's just, and it just gets a bit old. Dale says, what's popular animated series or cartoon in the UK? I mean, Simpsons used to be quite popular here, but I think it's just generally all over, it's become a bit, people have kind of got a bit sick of it now, because a lot of the new episodes are just kind of meh. Anyway, thank you for the likes, everybody. Been lazy all day, like -4. Why would you be tired then? Is it just because of the time of year, like people get a bit tired? It's like hibernation season or something, I don't know. Some people get like seasonal affective disorder. Is South Park popular in the UK? It is a bit, but it's probably more popular in America, but yeah. I've seen a few episodes of it actually, it's quite funny. I quite like South Park, but yeah. I was talking to my mum about this. She was saying that when she saw it, she wasn't really that into it, but yeah. But she had some stuff going on at the time, but yeah, maybe if she watched it again, she might get into it, but yeah. Hello, Roblox doll. No, I just started up again. I've been on live a lot, but I do have sleep and stuff like that, and I don't keep it going throughout sleep. There is actually some streamers who will stay on even when they're sleeping, which is crazy to me. They literally show their entire life on live. I wouldn't want to be that kind of, you know what I mean? Hello, Toronto W. Really? Apparently it's a fake accent. Yeah. Of course it's a fake accent, yeah. Yeah, anyway, is everybody okay? Hope everyone's well. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. That would be really appreciated. Yeah. What do you all want to talk about tonight then? I haven't really got anything planned, so just kind of see where it goes really. $14 in here. Hello everybody. Say hello if you're watching. Hello Catty Gand. How are you doing tonight? Just sort of saying hello to people for now and just, yeah, see what kind of questions we get coming up. It's a Q&A so people can ask questions, but as long as it's nothing inappropriate, and yeah, some people just ask some quite rude questions sometimes and just, yeah, like things that are too personal and stuff like that, so don't bother if you're going to ask something like that, just saying. Anyway, would you ever move from the UK? If so, where would you go? I was actually thinking about maybe going to somewhere like Southeast Asia, but some things put me off, like there's a lot of like bugs and things like that, and yeah, it's just a lot of people like to dunk on the UK, but you know, everywhere has its problems. You know, it's just you gotta find what's right for you, really. Hello, Storm Cloak Soldier. Yeah, fake AI content, whatever. Yes, I'm a very fake person, yes, of course. This is stolen content, really. Yeah. Hi, Nathan Dowling, how you doing? Hope you're well. Nice to meet you all. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, everybody. So, yeah. Yeah, what's this? The UK has one of the highest HDI. No, what's HDI? I don't know what that is. Reminds me of HDMI. You look rather cold, brother. I'm alright. Well, I'm just in, what do you mean, because of this thing I'm in? Yeah, it's winter here in the UK. HDI, what's HDI? I don't know what that is. HDI. I don't know. Human Development Index. Right. Could you maybe explain more about that? I mean, Human Development Index. Human Development Index. Let's have a look at it then, shall we? Human Development. I've never heard of that term before. Let's have a look. So it says the Human Development Index is a UN-developed metric measuring long-term progress in 3 key dimensions: long and healthy life expectancy, knowledge, schooling, and a decent standard of living, GNI per capita. It shifts the focus from purely economic growth to people-centered development ranking nations on a 0 to 1 scale. Okay, it means dumb people, really. Yeah, like more about quality of life. Because GDP isn't like always the best measure, is it? Hello, Karanga Advi. Okay, well thank you, but no thank you. Infinity Clips Hub. Hi, thank you. If anyone's new here, hit that subscribe button. So, but hasn't like UK's life expectancy actually like plateaued, or even I've seen it even in some years it's actually dropped. GDP benefits the rich, HCI benefits the middle class. Yeah, that's it. Hi, Jackson Valentine. Yeah, because the GDP, it's like, you know, when they talk about recessions and stuff, it's like, it's kind of annoying because, like, for example, right, when we come out of lockdowns and stuff, it certainly felt like we were in a recession. But they were saying, oh no, because to have a recession, you have to have 2 negative quarters of GDP. But for that, the actual like working class people, they felt a recession. So it's like, you know, recession. When they talk about recessions, all they care about is if it's a recession for them or not for like the average person. All they care about is London, city of London and all that still thriving. That's all they care about. All these fat cats in their, you know, kind of, you know, with their lavish lifestyles and all that, you know what I mean? So when you hear recession, it's probably not something that, it's probably more related to like rich people really and stuff. I heard there's a secret called that played and please Lord, or really Eden, I don't know about that. Yeah, it's a bike, yeah, but it's a bike. Yeah. Everybody doing alright tonight? Oh really, Tom and Jerry. Reminds me of Tom and Jerry. Anyway, I hope you've all had a good day. Hello HR officials. Thank you. How are you doing tonight, everybody? Hit that like button. We've got 12 people and 5 likes. So yeah, and also subscribe if you're new. Jackson says, can I ask you a question? Okay, it is a Q&A, so just nothing inappropriate, please. Found someone have deeper voice than me. Oh yeah. There's always someone with a deeper voice, isn't there? I heard there was a secret called that David. Who's David? Your family is dead. Sorry to hear about that, Tanya. So yeah, I was just talking about this thing called Human Development Index. So factors such as health and well-being, like, yeah, because the thing is, someone's mental and physical health, that's more important than GDP in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, your name's Naomi. Nice to meet you, Naomi. Why is your name Tanya on there then? King David from the Bible. Oh yeah, King David. Yeah, I don't read the Bible, but yeah. But you don't really care for the music, really, do you? Wasn't that a song? Please, I don't play music on here. If you could give one piece of advice to the world, what would you say? I think, like, one thing I would say is, like, you can either suffer now and enjoy the rest of your life, or you can enjoy your life now and suffer for the rest of your life. Okay, Zen. Okay, welcome back. So that's the thing, right? You can either suffer now. I'm not saying you have to suffer, but I'm saying you have to. It's about delaying gratification, right? Like, for example, if you want to get healthy, it might take going through some discomfort temporarily. But once you build yourself up, and then whatever you found difficult at one point, now you feel like easy, and your life's going to be so much better, and it's just going to carry over. Yeah. Thank you, Zane. I thought you already did. No, I'm not a Swiftie. Yeah, I do listen to music, yeah. So a lot of people cave into instant gratification is what I'm saying. Hello, Sudan. Oh yeah, misquoting its Secret Chord from Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. Great song, sounds religious but isn't. Yeah, yeah, it does sound religious, but so it's not a religious song. There's a few different versions of it. Isn't there a Jeff Buckley version as well or something? It's a good piece of advice. Yeah, I would say like a lot of people they'll cave into, like say they eat the junk food, right? But it's not really worth it, is it, if you end up doing that all the time and then end up feeling like they end up with diabetes, for example. Yeah. Hello, Pogulski. Suffering for its own sake is pointless. The idea to empower the community to ensure the hard work doesn't wear down the human spirit. I agree with that. I agree. I'm not saying suffer like for the sake of suffering, but I think that going through some hardship is actually, you could argue, necessary for human growth and potential. Going through some adversity. Well, there was this thing they were saying, diamonds are made under pressure sort of thing. So it's about putting yourself through some, kind of like putting your body under some stress. I'm not saying you have to stress yourself too much, but putting yourself under some stress so that you adapt and become stronger, both mentally and physically. Hello, Mermaid99 Siren, how you doing? Welcome in here. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Thank you, Sultan. I beg you, please, what's ticky? I don't know what you're talking about, but hope you're all well tonight anyway, people. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Right. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be suffering for the sake of it. I don't agree with that, but there are certain times in life where things are going to be a bit tough. You have to push through it, but it's worth it in the end. You have to believe in yourself, even when things are not going so well, and you can be frustrated. You can be, oh, why is this not working? You've got to just push through that, persist. Hello, not just shoes. Oh, really? Okay. So it's all about that mental strength, that mental, sort of toughness that you've got to build, not just the physical, because it's about mentally being able to put yourself through certain times that even when everything seems to be going against you, that you'll just keep on going. Mental resilience, whatever they call it. So, is everyone all right tonight? Hope you've all had a good day. And yeah, just keep the chat flowing. Oh yeah. What's the funk music? That's like funk. Isn't that where it goes like that kind of stuff? It sounds like stuff that Chav, a lot of them listen to. Hi, Ghost Samurai. Oh, thank you. Where it goes. I don't know. Set the music. What you're saying. I get it, and it's when we are faced with adverse circumstances that we reach out to others and communities rise back up. Yeah, definitely. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, with through adversity comes strength. Just like how they say, necessity is the mother of all invention. So sometimes certain adverse things are a blessing in disguise, you could argue. Sometimes I feel like some people have it too easy in life, where if you have it too easy in life, that can lead to stagnation. What you saying, unit? Nah. Suffering increases with resistance. What you saying? With resistance. Do you mean you resisting or something, or? I'm talking about how basically there seems to be a balance where we need a certain amount of discomfort. I don't know. Hello, Spartacus Freedomist. What do you mean? Hope you're all well tonight. Anyway, when did you become a politician? I'm not a politician. Hello, Ava B. Yeah, I'm not a politician. What is going on here? Oh goodness. Anyway. Yeah, I hope you've all had a great day. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn the bell icon on. But yeah, so lack of acceptance. Acceptance of what? Is that acceptance of yourself, do you mean? It could be like, for example, if someone like myself who's, say, on autism spectrum, but then I have a certain resistance to that, I guess. A lot of that can come from other people and stigmas and things like that, where you can sort of be like ashamed of it and try to kind of want to be normal, but then it's kind of like a cognitive dissonance that I have, because on one hand I embrace it and I am kind of happy to be different, but then adversity, what do you mean? You're on about resistance to adversity, is that what you're saying? How's it going, everybody? Hello, Gunzi. Yeah, I got a bite. Yeah, got bites there, yeah. Yeah, I hope you're all well tonight. Hit that like button, everybody. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. What we're saying, Ava B. And it's 3:25 p.m. in Fayetteville, Fayette County, Georgia. Okay. Hello, Bright Rainbow. YWS, what's that? Don't know what you mean. YWS. You're welcomes. I don't know. Not Zelensky, no. Oh goodness. This chat gets a bit ridiculous sometimes, doesn't it? Do I live in the UK? Yes, I do. Where are you from? It's great how you intuit what people mean. Yeah. Yeah. You're having a shit. Oh, good for you, Foxtrot. Gunzi says, Ghost, you don't have an inner monologue. Is your voice that decides what you're going to say or type before you do? Oh yeah, like, yeah, I have this like internal dialogue. Yeah. I have my sports roundup. Good to see you. How you doing? I've got 19 here. Welcome in, everybody. I've got M24 Kenzo. What am I doing right now? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm just here chilling with you guys right now. Be my husband. No, sorry. Hi, Connor. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Turn off your stream, Sussex boy. Yeah, I'm from Sussex, apparently. Yeah, Sussex. Got my instrument thingy here. 21 in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and turn the bell icon on. What do you mean, Foxtrot? Hi, Kashmir World. Yes, it's a Joe harp, yes. Hello, Andrew, how you doing? What's a club? What do you mean, like a club? I live in York. Where are you from? Yeah, nice to meet you all. Hit that like button, thank you. Susan says, my partner has a Joe harp. He's an audio engineer. Oh, cool, an audio engineer, eh? That sounds cool. I was looking into an app called BandLab to make music. Hello, valuable tactics. Oh, really? 1 trillion rockets. Okay, I've been to York. Wall is so old. They should build a new one. Nah. It's historical, isn't it? Thank you, Stargazer. No, it's historic. Like, why would they build a new wall? It's history. You know? That's the point. It's historical. Hi, Caddy Escalade. Yeah, I have a air fryer actually, yeah. I've only used it like once, I think. Yeah, air fryer is said to be more like efficient than other ones. No, I don't drink. Well, not alcohol anyway. Caddy asking the important questions. Yeah, those are very poignant questions, aren't they? It looks all crumbling and dilapidated. What's crumbling and dilapidated? Oh, you have a ukulele and don't know how to play it. Well, you can always learn, can't you? Maybe watch a video. It'll teach you how to play it. Yeah, some call it a juice harp, yeah. Hello, Christopher. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with my wall, is there? My wall is fine. This is actually a new building, so I doubt that it would be dilapidated. I mean, it's not been long built. It was new when I moved in here. Hello, John. What's my hobby? Well, I've been playing this lately. This mouth harp thingy. Or jaw harp, or juice harp. Whatever you want to call it. Caution World says, I want to scream, but I'll not, because you're not able to hear it. I want to scream and shout and let it all out. Scream and shout and let it all out. Remember that song, guys? Hello, Stodge, how you doing? Oh yeah, look at the wall. It's got a very big wall. You know, I love walls. I want to build a wall at the southern border. That would be so tremendous. We're so patriotic. And Dr. Hecko, hello. What do you make of all this ancient advanced civilization stuff that's popular on Joe Rogan? I don't know. Possible. Anything's possible, really, I guess. I don't know, some say that Egypt was a lot more advanced than we give them credit for. But still, we don't even know exactly how they built the pyramids, but yeah. But maybe they were a bit more advanced than we give them credit for. But there was the whole legend of Atlantis. I was looking into that, but some were saying that it's not real or something, but some said that Atlantis was some advanced ancient civilization. Does anyone think there's any truth to that, or is it just some legend? Ancient Egyptians were more civilized than modern Egyptians. I mean, the fact that they can build they could build what they did, and I looked into some theory called, I think it was called, if you type in pyramid, let me find it, so that some reckon it might have built it with buoyancy or something. So it says the pyramid water theory. So if they did this, then it's pretty advanced. Thoughts on Skynet going live? I don't know. Don't know anything about that. Skynet, is that some kind of space thing? Are you good at self-defense? You sound like you could beat someone. I mean, I guess if it came to it, probably. Hello, Anthony, how you doing? Before Atlantis was Lemuria. Oh, really? I don't think I've heard that one. Hello, Quetta Vines. I have a military accent, apparently. Right. So yeah, so if you look into, there's this video called The Pyramid Water Theory. I mean, this is just one theory. I'm not sure if it's like that accurate or something, but have I seen the term? I've not actually. I've actually seen one of them, but I've not seen the main ones really. The water erosion around the base of the pyramids, what about it? Well, there was this thing called the water, the video that says the pyramid water theory. Did ancient Egyptians build Giza using buoyancy? So this was a theory that could explain it. Oh, really? Well, that's not good. The water supply lines made by Romans and Aztecs are amazing. Seeing that the Roman ones are still functioning today shows how robust and well designed they are. Yeah. What's proven, Christopher, what you're saying? I don't know what you mean. But if you look into this, like, theory, it's like, yeah, the water theory. Yeah, it's a lot more advanced than, because if you think about how they would have built them with, like, more kind of, like, primitive methods and stuff. Hello, Elliot. 35? Huh. Yeah, what, you've done roids? Yeah, don't do roids, guys. That's some kind of, yeah, not good, is it? Yeah, I'd recommend probably stay away, personally, but hang on. So what Christopher says it's proven, what's proven, sorry? Yeah. Jamie created the giraffe when he uppercutted a horse. Oh god. How you doing, Ben Dale? Welcome back. Corruption 2025 says poor people shouldn't do roids. Why should rich people do roids? I don't think anybody should, really. We live in a simulation, says Rock. How do you know? Yeah, don't take steroids. Paying the price. I'm off everything now. Hopefully I'll recover. I'm bedridden 80% of the time. How come you're bedridden? What's going on with that? But yeah, it can really mess your heart up and all your organs can get fucked with that stuff, you know? What are your thoughts on TRT? I feel like people should just try and max out their natural testosterone first. Unless you're hypogonadal or something, then I don't think there's any good reason to take it. Or I've not ever experienced paranormal activities now. I've just kind of, I mean, I've seen people like talk about their experiences with that, but I personally haven't experienced anything myself. People who can afford roids can have tests maintain correct levels, eat good, exercise properly. I still wouldn't recommend it though. You're still better off without it though, right? Whether you're rich or poor, it's still gonna take years off your life, so. I mean, unless you want to compete at like the highest levels in bodybuilding, then, but it's still a risk to take that, and I don't recommend it. So, not really what you mean. Like, if you're putting on unnatural amounts of body mass, whether you're rich or not, I don't care. It's still going to. I mean, it's if you're going to put loads of muscle on and your unnatural levels of muscle, it's going to put strain on your body. You're increasing your oxidative stress. You're going to increase a lot of things in your body. There's only so much you can do to mitigate that. So I don't agree with you. Yeah, life is a risk, but I wouldn't want to put extra risks on. Even if I had the money to monitor things, there is no way of completely. Not professional. What do you mean? Like, if you're blasting a whole bunch of steroids, then there is no way of doing it safely. And just the fact that you're putting on extra mass itself, not the roids itself, but just the actual thing of putting on unnatural levels of muscle, is in of itself dangerous to the body. Like carrying around extra mass, increasing your basal metabolic rate to a certain point, causing a lot of problems like that. I mean, it's not good. Like, your heart's always going to be, even if you try to do everything that you can to, hello Bobby. So I don't know what you mean about professional steroid use. I mean, like, there's a reason why bodybuilders die early, even if they have everything monitored, you know? Well, I'm saying if you're using them to increase muscle, then it's going to have a negative effect. So there is certain times where people would need to take steroids medically. Like, for example, if they've got an injury, it can help them recover from an injury faster. Well, there's lots of them other than trend, but if you're putting on unnatural amounts of muscle mass, is what I'm saying, that if that's what people are using them for, but you're talking about some specific use that isn't going to be about androgenic and whatever they call it. Not androgenic, I mean as in that it's not, what's the word? Anabolic. If they're not being used anabolic, creatine's okay, yeah. It just sounds like you're trying to kind of have an argument here, but it's just, I don't know. I was offered TRT and declined because my levels through diet and exercise. Yeah, this is what I mean. If you have already good levels through diet and exercise and stuff, then I don't see any need to increase them anymore. Arthur. Yeah. They should only be giving you TRT if medically necessary. Well, I'm saying if you're trying to build muscle, you should just do whatever you can naturally, for the most part, unless you're hypogonadal. Like, if you're building unnatural amounts of muscle mass, then you're going to increase the risk of all kinds of problems, whether you're rich or not. Like, there's just no way of getting around that. You're putting a lot of inflammation on your body at a certain point. There is benefits to having a certain amount of muscle mass, but beyond what's naturally attainable, your body does not want to build more muscle than what's naturally attainable. There's a reason why we have certain limits, I believe. I'm probably going to need TRT for life now. I'm hypogonadal, paid for a human blood test to see how much damage I've done. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Did you go on all that trend stuff then, or what stuff did you do? I mean, it's just not good, is it? But I'm just saying that if people are trying to build muscle, just do it naturally, is what I'd say, personally. Unless you're trying to compete at a certain level, but just do whatever's legal and all that. Don't be breaking any laws and stuff, but... hello, Carol. Good to see you again. How are you doing? Hello, Wekus B2BS. Hello, Jake. What is your levels? Or under 300? Well, it depends on if there's anything that you can do to bring those levels up. What's that? Testosterone. Oh, I don't know what that one is. There's one called ecdysterone, but some are saying that it's just a bit of a joke, really. But there's one called testosterone, but Greg Doucette keeps on shilling for that, and it's like, in my opinion, he's just a grifter, because if it was really that powerful and if it really works, then why is nobody like saying, oh, it's great and all this shit? Well, he does this fucking, in my opinion, it's a dodgy thing where he does this money back guarantee, but it's only for like however many days. It's not even long enough to see an effect. So that's how they get you, because then it's like, well, you probably wouldn't get an effect at that point. So most people will be like, oh, well, maybe I just haven't took it long enough to notice anything. So then they end up going beyond that time. So, but yeah, if your levels are below 300, then either you're hypogonadal, or maybe if you've got lifestyle issues like lack of sleep or a lot of stress going on, maybe try and get that in check first, as much as you can. So, there's here something about corticosteroids used to treat inflammation, e.g. for asthma, arthritis. and anabolic steroids, which are used as performance-enhancing drugs. So if we're talking corticosteroids, which are used for health purposes, then okay, that is fair enough if you need it for that. Like there's steroid inhalers and stuff like that. Hello, Harsh Sharma. What are you saying, Elliot? What's that? Is that the steroids or something like that? I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Nice to meet you. Hope you've all had a good day today. UK, I mean, most people I don't think are really racist. Inhumane society says I'm emotionally exhausted and okay, whatever. Okay. Okay. Hello, Pastor Semper. Good to see you again. Johnny English. I saw it. It was pretty good. Yeah, Johnny English, the film. Yeah. Is everybody all right tonight then? I don't know. It just feels like sometimes people are just here to argue, but maybe that's their opinion. So I respect that if that's their opinion and stuff. What things would you like your government to do better your life? I mean, I think that one of the things the government needs to start doing is having, it's focusing on things like food poverty and actually tackling that issue, having more fruit trees and veg patches, things like that, having more food just accessible to the public. I think it's one way to try and, sort of improve that sort of situation, I guess. Because a lot of people are like relying on food banks, things like that. I think we need to just have more public food sources that people can just help themselves and stuff. I think that would be a start. I mean, I didn't support or against Brexit. I just didn't bother voting, and I've never voted in politics ever. Is your government worth it for UK citizens? I mean, it's pretty shit right now with the whole thing with Keir Starmer but the previous one wasn't good either with Tories. So it's just yeah. But it is what it is. We've got all these stupid laws coming in and trying to just take away people's rights and people's freedom of speech. At least in America, they still have like some degree of freedom of speech because in their First Amendment, it gives them the right to freedom of speech. But in this country, we don't even have that. Hello, Vido Aito. A good start would be to stop giving handouts and get people back to work. We are a soft country and easy to get paid to do nothing. Yeah. Well, there is that. If people are going to get handouts and then, maybe they should like reduce, that might be a way, you could argue that would be a way to reduce taxes, is by, taking away handouts, you could argue. Because let's see, how much of taxpayers' money goes to, welfare? Let's have a look at this. Lawmakers are lawbreakers. Well, a lot of them are actually, a lot of the time, because look what happened with the whole Partygate scandal, They were telling people what to do. So apparently, according to this, 23.6% of total government expenditure, accounting to £323.1 billion, is actually going on welfare. So that's almost a quarter of welfare is being spent on. Almost a quarter of tax money is going to welfare. So I mean, you could argue most of the people getting it don't really need it and shouldn't need it. And why So yeah, that's the thing, is that they're disincentivizing people to work because then they're having so much money taken off them. People earning over a certain amount, they're going to have a certain percentage took off that's going to go to these people. So, okay, Rohan, hello Deathbat, hello Oikers. Bye? What do you mean bye? You haven't even said anything. Why would someone say bye? And then it's a bit odd. It's high, 23%. Yeah, it says here 23.6%. That's almost a quarter. It must help your wages with companies needing you to work, right? What do you mean? It must help your wages. What are you saying about... Well, there's actually an argument about how if everybody, worked or something, then the wages would go down or something. That there's actually an argument for how maybe there should be some unemployment, because that way the workers will have to try and incentivize people more. I don't know. There's always going to have counter arguments and stuff, but 23% of what? Well, this is just... I was talking about the taxpayer money. Sorry, what was your comment? Hang on. I am Groot says, Jamie, there is a really strange study done on this. A lot of people have been posting it lately. Have a look at... Okay, no. I thought you were being serious then. Okay. What state am I from? I live in the UK. So I'm not from a state. I'm from the country, the UK. Anyway, is everybody alright tonight? Hope you've all had a great day. Share the live if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Yeah, not much at the moment. I'm mainly trying to do this, but yeah. But yeah, so what do you think? Some argue that if we have some unemployment, that can lead to higher wages due to more. If there's more available jobs, then they have to put the wages up to account for that. So yeah, if labour is in such high demand, you must get high wages. Yeah, basically, if it's in high demand, it's all to do with supply and demand, isn't it? You could say, but you could argue that if everyone's forced to work, then they get more leverage by doing that, because then basically, yeah, they can just pay people shitty wages. But there's some people not working, then they're encouraged to basically to pay people more, I guess. I think that we should be looking at trying to meet people's basic needs with housing and food by even just building kind of things like prefab homes, and just kind of having food supplies that are kind of local grown and just in your local communities, and that would account for a lot of people's expenses. That way people wouldn't have to work so much, and so if they want people to work, they're going to have to pay them more money. So there is that. A lot's just being stolen. I agree. Thank you, Mazza. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. If housing is affordable, I believe it improves everyone's quality of life. Yeah. If people feel like they don't have to work to survive, then companies would actually have to pay more in order to... So we should actually be looking at making it to where you don't have to work. So that way, the companies are actually forced to pay more money. So it basically gives the employees the upper hand. It's better to be in a situation where you don't have to do it if you don't want it. It's like you can just... Yeah. It's just a lot of people, I think, are coming at things from the wrong sort of... they're like, oh, we need to make everyone go to work. We need to force everybody to work. We should be making it to where people can just leave the job if they're being disrespected and not being paid enough. Hello 98, how you doing? But that's just how I see it anyway, but I might continue it on later because I will be getting off in a few minutes because I will be going to the shop. I'll stay until like 9 p.m, but like another 5 minutes, but yeah. It gets quite deep and yeah. Make people getting welfare have to take drug tests, at least in the US, would change a lot. Why would drug test help anything? Hello, Sai. Bro, today is my birthday. No messages for me. I was looked down by my colleagues. I'm not rich. I'm honest guy. Yet everyone hits me. I don't want to feel like living my life well. Well, you're welcome here, and you know, it's just we're all here to support each other. So if you're actually serious, then yeah, just we're all trying to help each other to feel welcome and part of this community here. As long as people are respectful and we respect each other, and yeah, we're just here to have a good time, have a laugh, and also sometimes we just talk about some more serious things as well. So yeah, any more questions? Yeah, welcome in everybody. Nice to meet you all. Share the live out if you can. Yeah. Hi, the Shields. How you doing? Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo. I've heard of him. Football player. Have you seen his like body these days? Guy's gotten kind of jacked. Especially his abs are very ripped. Hello, Robin. How you doing? Welcome in here. How's it going, everybody? Nice to see you all. Ronaldo is better than Messi at football. Yeah, they keep going on about Ronaldo or Messi. I don't even care because I don't watch football. I have no interest in football, to be honest. Can you kick a ball? Well, almost everybody can, right? I mean, I'm not good at playing football particularly. Hi, Foxworld, how you doing? Hi, Gunter Mike. Miss MD Farhan, how you doing? You alright? Texas has the most beautiful... What the hell? Hello, Kyokumi... What that is that? Can you please pray for me? I pray for whoever that is. I'm scrolling shorts, but your stream keeps coming up again. Yes, I know. I am live every day and trying to go on as much as I can, trying to build my channel up, and hopefully one day it's gonna really pick up and yeah. Just here in the trenches, just trying to, you know what I mean? The hell is with these questions? Could you kick a ball through a window? What the fuck is going on? But yeah, it says I want to donate $1 million to you. Oh really? Not sure how you would do that. Do you even have $1 million? I have $1 million and that's not fake news. Huh. Oh goodness. Hello, Morphine. Oh, thank you. Huh. Oh goodness. Hello, Ree. Hey, Ree. It's Joe Biden here. Horse says, go somewhere. What about California, do you mean? Hope you've had a great day, everybody. Thank you for the 18 likes. Let's get to 20 likes before I finish. So like I said, I will be back on later at some point. I've got to go out soon, get some shopping done before it shuts. Nickname unauthorized. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome in. What's your name? Well, you don't give out your name, do you? Unauthorized. So, hang on. Reese says California has beautiful natural landscapes. Tremendous. So tremendous.
So beautiful. It's fantastic, tremendous.
Hello, error. I don't know. What the hell? What is it with these things? Anyway, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the live. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hello, Nerox051. I just got finished grocery shopping, boring, but you need to eat. Oh, yeah, true. Okay then, fair enough. Yeah, nice to meet you all. Robin says, mudslides, forest fires and earthquakes, but other than that, oh goodness. Yeah. That's not good. But yeah, I'm gonna get going in a sec, but yeah, I'll be back on probably like 11 PM, something like that. Yeah. On my name, yeah. Your name is in your nickname. What do you mean? Okay, what is going on in here? We're getting the trolls again. Thank you for the 22 likes, everybody. Nick. Okay. Oh, Nick. Fair enough. Yeah, I got you. Nick. Nicholas. Yeah. Nicholas Yepers. Alright. Nickelodeon. Oh yeah, Nickelodeon. Nickel and a dime. Everybody okay? Any more questions? Everyone says my name is spelled wrong, lol. It's either Nicholas or Nicholas, lol. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Hello, DX51. What's the channel about? We talk about different topics on here and stuff. Just talking earlier about, so someone was saying about how they reckon that the government should stop giving out welfare to people who don't want to work or something. But then some arguments, on the other hand, said that if everybody has to work, then that means that there's basically that means that there is let me think. So more people forced into work, then therefore it's to do with supply and demand basically. So it could lower wages is what I'm saying. That's the argument anyway, that's against trying to make everybody work. That would actually arguably lower wages. Unless you're going to have some government try to artificially increase wages. I mean, yeah, it might increase minimum wage or something, but how would you be able to like increase the general wages basically if you're a government? Hello, Plant Man Cheesehead. So what I'm saying is like, maybe it's good that some people don't work, possibly. I mean, there is that, I suppose. You could say like it should come out of your pension. But then, if that's the case, then what if you didn't have enough to survive? Do you think that then people should just be like left to die? Is that what you're saying? I'm the greatest, something like AI in its prime. Okay. I mean, I get that there's an issue with the whole, because it comes out of taxpayer money, doesn't it? Hi, King William Conqueror. It comes out of taxpayer money, so some say that it's wrong that. But at the same time, like some argue that having some degree of unemployment might be good for wages, because if there's too many people trying to chase after the same jobs, then it's like there's a lot of like competition for those jobs. Therefore, you know what I mean? People just have to take what they're given, basically. Whereas less people in jobs, that gives workers more leverage. Good point. People can clean streets, pick up trash, clean parks, etc. What you're saying about doing that as like a kind of way to sort of better society, I suppose. Okay, Sniper. Yeah, they'd probably find something for people to do, I would say. What you on about? Hello, Stills, Michael. To collect welfare, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that could be a way to like make it to where they have, where they contribute something to society. Because there is a lot of litter on the streets and stuff, and maybe that's something that they should have them do as a way to earn money and just do something that technically then they would be like a government employee, you could argue. Hello, Mahmood, how you doing? So you either work cleaning the streets, or maybe you could work on planting trees to make food available for people, like grow some cherry trees. And then what you could do, even, there's an idea that someone said, is grow more public cherry trees. Once the trees matured, you could actually sell off some of the cherry lumber. Apparently it's got good quality lumber, so that might be an idea. Hello, Cranberry Anonymous. In Ireland, we have independent litter collectors because people make money on bottle returns. No cans and bottles around anymore. Right, I've heard this country supposedly going to be doing that, actually, where people will get incentivized to send in waste, like metal and stuff, and plastic. They call them reverse vending machines. So I think that will be good when it comes in, and that could give people a job who would otherwise maybe not be able to get something. So that could be a good one. Plant trees, yeah. So like reverse vending machines, that would probably be a good idea as a way to help with waste, preventing a lot of plastic from getting in the ocean. But I'm going to talk about that later, I think. Yeah. So, right. Yeah, I'll let you all get going then, I think. But I will be on, in about a couple of hours. I just need to do something real quick. So, I've not